7:10 is the time. The doctor who sparked fear amongst parents over the MMR jab will appear before a disciplinary panel today. Dr. Andrew Wakefield and 2 other doctors are accused of serious professional misconduct. It follows publication in the medical journal 9 years ago, which suggested a link between the MMR jab, autism and bowel disease.
This morning's other top stories, researchers claim there could be a link between the MMR vaccine and autism.
MMR vaccine is a highly effective vaccine. Please get your children vaccinated if they need it.
My feeling is still that there needs to be a lot more research.
There are more chances of getting mumps or measles or rubella than getting autism.
The MMR jab is safe. That's the verdict of the biggest ever study into the controversial injection.
Dr. Wakefield, in fact, was on the payroll of a lawsuit in order to attack 3 multinational drug companies whilst he was actually doing his research.
It's reported that the doctor who sparked an international scare over the MMR vaccination may be charged with serious professional misconduct by the General Medical Council.
Well, let's try and untangle some of this yet again. Joined by Isabella Thomas and her son Nigel, who's over there. They believe the jab led to autism in Michael and Terry here, who've very kindly come in and joined mum and brother here today. Very good morning to all of you. Also with us, Dr. Carol Cooper at the end here, who perhaps put a slightly different flavour to the argument. Isabella, you are utterly convinced that after taking the MMR jab, they developed autism, aren't you?
Yes, you say autism is a loose term. It's neurological damage and medical problems as well. Yes, 100% convinced.
What happened and how soon after they had the jab did they develop these symptoms?
Right, well, I mean, the boys are here because they want to be, and they're quite happy for me to talk about this. Michael, within hours of having the vaccine, had high-pitched screaming, and he was very, very ill. And I did phone the nurse at the time. I was lucky, actually, to get hold of her. And she said to me, pull yourself together, some babies do that.
Okay. Well, that's not a sympathetic response, is it? But we're trying to establish this link between neurological disorder and the MMR jab. Yeah. What evidence do you have that that link exists? I mean, you can show me your sons, and they can sit here, Nigel can say, but what, you know, is this instinct from a mother, or is this fact that
No, if Michael had had natural measles and he had the same responses, you would be saying to me, you wouldn't be asking me that question. Michael had the high-pitched screaming. They were very sick, very high fevers. They had the measles rash. He had a burns rash all over his body, which was stretched from his forehead the whole way across. Yeah. He was so different before. It was instant.
Well, you must have been at your wits' end. You must have been at your wits' end. We understand. Let's get a response straight away from the medical community. And Dr. Carol Cooper is not alone in not seeing this link. And there are parents, and they write into us every time we do the MMR jab story. They write in their hundreds.
Sure, there are a lot of polarised opinions there. What I can say is you can't prove that any vaccine or any medicine is going to be 100% free of side effects. And I think some of the side effects, like the screaming and the redness and so on, are actually quite common after any jab. But I think there's sufficient evidence now for all the years and years that we've had MMR vaccine, and it's actually been around since the early 1970s. We've now had over 500 million doses used on young children, and we've also had some long-term studies, and none of these shows that there's any cause and effect relationship between MMR and autism.
But there's now been a huge rise in autism,
Sure, but the rise had already started before we got MMR here in 1988.
So do you think this is a timing issue? When children are likely to have the MMR jab, they are likely to be developing symptoms?
It may well be, because we usually spot some of the signs of autism around about 12 months to 18 months. It does differ, and I think the diagnosis of autism has become quite a different story from what it used to be. Yeah. So we're diagnosing it more and more. It doesn't mean to say the numbers have gone up. 500 million jabs have been given out. The medical community have done scientific-based tests on this. Dr. Wakefield had 12 subjects.
The medical community have not done scientific...
Dr. Wakefield had 12 subjects in his original study, did he not?
Yeah, and they keep going back to this original study when there's been a lot more studies done since proving that something is wrong. We've been asking, none of these children have ever been touched by the Department of Health. I get parents desperate. We have parents in America. This is massive. The children, you know, again, you keep talking about autism. The children are sick.
But that's understood.
What, that the children are sick?
Yes.
No, it's not, because it's not just autism you're sick. They have a lot of medical conditions with this, and that has to be studied, that's linked to it.
And you've been very unhappy about the way you've been treated. And I know, Nigel, you are particularly unhappy about the way your parents have been treated in this regard by the medical community. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. It's more, I suppose, how my brothers have been treated. I know Carol mentioned some studies that she say prove the vaccine is safe, but I'd like to ask her how many of those actually included my brothers or any of the children that claim to have been damaged.
Well, your mother's just said that those had not been included, but I think this suggests that we need more studies into the causes of autism. And if you talk to, not just to GPs like myself, but also to autism experts like Professor Baron Cohen in Cambridge, you will see that, you know, that it's supposed to be a neurodevelopmental condition of unknown cause.
So why don't they do a study into the children then?
Why don't they study it more? But why, if further studies are needed, then why actually say that there is a link between MMR and autism? I just don't think there's enough evidence for that.
Is that with your child, you don't want to take, I don't care if it's a risk in 1, 2 billion, you don't want to take the risk.
Sure.
And the difficulty is the sort of the official position is still, it's fine. And that's what unnerves parents, I think.
It is, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of viewers watching this wondering whether to give MMR to their child, or viewers who've just had their babies immunised and who are worried about it. All I can say is to repeat what I said earlier, and also to say that my 3 sons have all been immunised, and they shouldn't have had the jab because they were really born too soon and they weren't eligible. But so convinced was I about the benefits of it that I took them back to the surgery and had them vaccinated.
We've got a message board on gm.tv people can contribute to, and you can email us as well if you have strong views on this. Lots more information on the website, of course. It's a subject that we return to time and time again, but thanks for your contribution this morning to the debate. And well done, they're absolutely fantastic. And it's lovely to see Isabella, Michael, Terry, Nigel and Dr. Carol. Thank you very much indeed.
Now, the main headlines that you're waking up to this morning are that nurses will vote today on whether they'd consider taking industrial action over their latest pay deal. The Foreign Office has confirmed there's been an explosion outside the British Embassy in the Chilean capital, Santiago. There are no reports of any casualties. And today's weather, a wet, cool day across Scotland and the north of England. Showers and sunshine for the humid southeast. Now, it's a green initiative that's been adopted by 1 in 3 councils. It's a so-called green initiative. We might put a question mark by that after this report. But today, fortnightly bin collections have been rubbished by an influential group of MPs.